Welcome back, it's Doug MPA. So if you guys have been following the news, you know that there are layoffs all over the place. The private sector, the public sector, layoffs all across the country. And what jobs are being affected the most? Jobs occupied by women. I always say that these women keep going to these high-priced institutions to get degrees that nobody cares about, to get jobs that aren't going to make them any money, and those jobs are the first ones out the door when there's an economic downturn. And so what happens when these modern women get laid off? They go to social media and they cry about it. I have 3 women here who just got laid off. They're going to cry and tell us all about how they got laid off. So before we get into this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me, what I'm doing over here. Let's get into this.
So I just got laid off, spent the whole morning crying, but we're picking ourselves up, getting ready, taking a nice long walk, and hitting up a coffee shop to apply to some new jobs. So get ready with me as I talk about my first experience getting laid off. I know I'm not the only person experiencing this right now, so I thought maybe we can build a little bit of a community here because losing your job is really hard and very disorienting. The worst.
So these modern women, they wanted to forego marriage, forego a family to come out here in the job market and fight in the world of men. And a lot of times getting laid off is the first time any of these women have felt any kind of rejection at all. Guys, rejection is just part of being a man. You have to get used to being rejected. You have to. Society rejects you for being a man. Women reject you because you're not tall enough. You don't have enough money. Usually, in school, you weren't the fastest kid on the track, or you couldn't play basketball, some sport the best. You have to get used to rejection. But modern women are still struggling with rejection, even though they're so strong and so independent.
Worst thing about losing your job is just not having any control. Things like this happen. Everything feels so uncertain right now, which is very, very scary, but I know that this is just redirection and something very new and exciting is right around the corner. This was my first big girl job right outside of college, and I loved it so much. I loved the people, I loved what I was doing, and I was just very passionate about everything.
Odds are, if she was passionate about her job, she wasn't making a lot of money. Because a lot of the jobs that women actually enjoy and want to do is the reason why there's a gender pay gap, guys. It's not about liking your job or finding a passion. It's about finding a job where you get respect and you get enough pay to support yourself. A lot of men are working jobs that they don't like, but the jobs have to get done and they give them the means to be able to support themselves and their families. Being happy at a job and finding a passion has nothing to do with it.
Pause filming because my mom and my brother surprised me at my apartment, took me out to lunch, and now I'm home with them. So have a little location change, but I wanted to say it is so important that we push through times like this and work hard and work your booty off, because firm believer, something is right around the corner that's going to be bigger and better than we can ever imagine. It's going to be worth the time and dedication that we put into this job search. So with that being said, take the time to grieve, but also note that this just happens and so many other people are experiencing this right now, which is scary because the economy is not at its best right now.
It's funny how a lot of these content creators who give pep talks to women, financial advice, anything like that, anything practical, it sounds like a conversation that most men had with their dads when they were teenagers. Guys, if you had a father in your life, how old were you when your dad had to sit you down and tell you about the journey of a man and how much it's going to suck and how much adversity you're going to have to go through? You're going to have to push through. I think it was just about a teenager. I think I was like 12 or 13 years old. Because my dad had talked to me about adversity and rejection before playing sports and stuff, but had a real conversation with me about the adversity of life when I was about 12 or 13 years old. These are grown women that have to have a pep talk from strangers about how life is going to be. How sad is that?
It is out of our control, as much as we hate to know that. But hold on to hope, be excited for what's to come, because what is for you will always find you.
See, they have to latch onto this energy chakra BS because it's the only thing that makes them feel better, and it lightens the accountability that they're gonna have to take to be able to find a new job. It's beyond my control, or I can manifest it. Modern women, guys.
All right, day one of me not having a job, and it's time for me to tell the story of who the fake that I work for. No, I don't have a story. I wanted a story, but I don't have one. I work for a nonprofit. People have been asking, and our federal funding got cut because of the new administration.
Guys, 72% of people that work in nonprofits are women. 72%. Guys, don't go into the nonprofit world. You're going to be surrounded by women. You're not going to make a lot of money. You're going to be surrounded by a bunch of hard-headed women that are going to be your coworkers, your supervisors, and all of them are going to be there because of their passion. Don't do it, guys. Enter nonprofit world at your own peril.
And that's okay. It's not okay. But I'm going to be okay. I am down here at the unemployment office filing for my unemployment because your girl still need her coin. And I am still processing all of this. It really hit me this morning when I did not have to get up to go to work. But in the meantime, in between time, I will be job hunting. I will be taking a break. I will be self-reflecting. I will be
So, guys, she had her hand up on the steering wheel, and you saw a ring on her hand, but it wasn't a wedding ring, was it? Of course not.
updating my resume. I don't know. I just will. That's it. I'm here. Follow me.
I want to feel bad for these women, but you went into a nonprofit. Why? Why? Depending on federal funds? And that's the thing. You had to have known this was coming. This administration said from the beginning, right when January 20th happened, you should have started looking for another job. Right when the orange man came into office, you should have known that this was going to happen. He made his intentions blatantly clear, and he's doing everything he said he was going to do. So I hope this woman pounds the pavement, dusts off that resume, and finds a different job, hopefully outside of the nonprofit sector.
So I think I'm being laid off from my job today. If you couldn't tell by my appearance, I have been crying all morning. I haven't even had my meeting yet, but I got a calendar meeting today from someone I've never spoken to at the company, and a bunch of other people did too.
Yeah, that usually means you're getting laid off.
So I am recording this because I feel like a lot of people can probably find comfort in knowing they're not alone. So
guys, don't ever do this. This is a trend that women started on social media, recording themselves getting fired or recording themselves getting laid off. Don't do it. Because if she's trying to find a job that's worth anything, they might find this video of her posting company business on social media. Don't do it, guys. This is not a good idea at all. And I see a lot of these women recording themselves getting fired or laid off. Don't do it.
So we will see. Maybe it'll be something positive. Maybe I'm not getting laid off, but I am shaking.
That does impact your position. Today is going to be your last day.
I've loved my time here and I'm very thankful for it, so I appreciate it.
Never trust women crying on social media, guys. Don't ever trust it. Only time a woman's tears are genuine is when she's crying by herself.
I did not think that that would be my last day. My laptop's not even working anymore for me to like save things like.
Now you see her crying. I got laid off. My laptop just doesn't even work. I want to feel bad for these women, but I can't. Because these women are foregoing being with a man, a relationship, marriage, family, to be out here and go through this. This is what women in the past wanted, and their daughters and their granddaughters are having to suffer. Welcome to being a man. Men we get rejected, laid off, have to change course all the time. I hope these ladies get used to it because this is just the beginning of the economic downturn. We're only in March. We still have 8 months left. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.